Hello, this
Come
is...
closer and try something on. You won't regret it.
Okay, hi, thanks, bye. Hi, hello, this is Chiak. We are back with another set of Sherlock Holmes Chapter One, the Mystery for M DLC. We are going to be doing... What's this mission's name again? The Bridge Agent. I tried to see if I could, like, I don't know, if I had to download something in order to get those plague costumes. Because it was a free DLC, but I can't seem to find it. I'm very weirded out why it said 2 new outfits, but I don't see 2 new outfits. Either way, I switched back to Sherlock's original outfits, and we are going to do this particular mission. Oh, she is still right here.
May I ask you something? Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't aware.
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
Officer.
Oh, I know you. You're the clever chap that cracked that Palazzo del Luzzo case, eh?
Well, presuming there has not been another murder since, then yes, it is I. I'm here to investigate the accident. You don't mind if I examine the scene?
You're too late. Case closed. It was no accident. The rickshaw driver deliberately ran that poor woman over, and I'm taking him into custody.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then my examination of the scene can hardly interfere with your brilliant work, Officer...
Huxley. Well, if you want to play detective, go ahead. But stay away from my business, all right?
Okay. So, I mean, interesting. They know she was deliberately ran over.
An impact to the back of the head caused severe damage. Her death was probably instant.
Okay, no pain.
Cordona's true horror revealed. Behold, the killer curb.
Are you sure John is the positive one? Also, does this open? Come on, there has to be something.
This pendant looks like it may contain something. Let's see.
A blank note. Okay, so we're going to have to be doing something. I love that they even show the blank note. It's like, here is an empty page. Key?
It takes 2 to tango. I'll find a use for it.
Okay, police did not pick that up. Of course, they already have the killer, so they're not going to look any further, I guess.
The dress looks generally neat and tidy. Any staining must have been from the accident. Cleaning the houses of rich men by day, and preserving England's secrets by night.
My friend, you know you're in trouble, right? But all this can go away for a small fee.
Huh?
Oh, damn crooked cops. Come on, concentrate, so we can stop him before he arrests the driver.
Always take care when walking beneath balconies.
Does that have to do with anything? Okay, hold on. Is a John... Okay, this is a John's bet thing here. Find out what really happened. Okay. Concentration. No, that's not... No, please. Okay. Fell backwards.
From the position of the body, we can deduce that Mycroft's agent walked down the street from the east. The rickshaw's tracks show that the vehicle was coming from the south.
Where? Oh, here go. I was like, where's the other thing?
The rickshaw gained speed down the slope of the road and was going too fast to stop for a pedestrian.
But, Sherry, it would be impossible to miss a rickshaw speeding downhill. It was as fast as a racehorse.
Unless something distracts you.
Okay, technically I just walked over the body, but no one's gonna talk about it.
A sudden loud noise caught the agent's attention and they stepped into the road without looking. It was all an accident. John, no one is immune to chance. Such synchrony of events would be very difficult to contrive artificially.
No such thing as coincidence. I bet there's a killer mastermind behind this. Or a team of killers. Ooh, a secret global rickshaw conspiracy.
Okay.
Upon examination of the scene, I have concluded that the smash of the flower pot distracted the woman. She didn't notice the oncoming rickshaw. After stepping into its path, she was knocked to the ground and died after hitting her head on the curb. It was most likely an accident.
Ugh, that's just your imagination. The facts say otherwise.
Well, fact, there are no wheel tracks on the woman's body, so the rickshaw could not have run over her. Fact, you are blackmailing an innocent man.
Didn't I tell you to stay out of my business? You're lucky there's a crowd.
So the man can go free. Oh, thank you, Officer Huxley, for your excellent decision.
All right. The rickshaw puller can leave, but he better not show his face again. That goes twice for you, Mr. White Knight. Goodbye, sir.
I'm glad you didn't leave that poor chap alone.
The truth must be told, even if it damns as often as it saves. Today it spared a driver and denounced an officer. Tomorrow, perhaps the opposite.
I like how he's not crying anymore. Like, I'm sorry, but there's no way he still does not feel bad, even if it was an accident. Okay, so chemical analysis. Oh wait, E. Okay, so this is by having it. So I need 8, 10, and 12. 8, 10, and 12. Just looking at my options currently. I do have a worry about the minus symbols with some of these. I mean, this one we can easily multiply and switch to positive. That's one way to do it. Am I really going to do that 3 times? I guess. Or... well, okay, not really. I was about to say we could, like... this is 4... 3... where's the plus? Okay, at some point we know this is gonna have to happen. Where's the 4? Four, 8. I mean, I'm right now I'm kind of complicating it because there is just an easier way to do this if I use the minus and times 2 quite a bit. Because I get 10 and I need 12. That's the thing here. So I would need to get plus 3. Okay, so I got a 3 and a 6 here. Then we have 4. Is there a way I can minus... Unless, no, not that. This is so ugly. This is not exactly a very clean looking... Okay, what is it? I'm confusing myself right now, honestly. If we plus these two together, we get 5. Is there a way to... Six. Because I just need 4. Two. Switch polarity. Okay, I did this in the most complicated way possible, but whatever. It was done. Hidden with invisible ink, the note contains the address Northwestern Scaladio, the crossing of Heichenbach Road and Hudsonetti Street. Look for the bird sign. Okay. So we need to place this on the map. So Northwestern Scaladio, still Northwestern Scaladio. Hudsonetti, sorry. Here we go. Let's delete this so I don't get confused. Okay, so we're going this way.
Thank you, sir. But this policeman would have never let me go if you hadn't intervened.
Alright, let's get going. I believe if I did look it up right, that there should be 3 missions in total for Mystery of M. Okay, this is the intersection. Look for the bird sign. It is super bright. I am in the right place? Yeah. The bird sign, the bird sign. Huh? There's a clothing trader here?
We have a large assortment and pleasant prices.
I was
The
not...
finest clothes for the finest citizens.
Man, you think you've gone through the entire thing and still there are clothing that you have not... That I have not found. What is this? Finest Finery.
Of course. Think it over.
That's
Take
the
your
best
time.
name ever. Anyway...
Come closer and try something on. You won't regret it.
I cannot believe that there's still... Are you? You are just doing your business. Sorry, sir. Let me look for the bird sign. Okay, just want to make sure. Has number 2 on it. The crossing... Northwestern Scaladio, the crossing of Reichenbach. And did I get that place right? Yeah. It is here. But... what I'm missing is the bird sign. Oh, is there something... Oh! What's that? Is there something glowing? There we go. Okay.
So, what have we learned today? Don't let anyone take you for a ride.
Okay, we know it's number 2.
One bed, one table, and one horrible scent of decay which someone tried to cover with perfume. A typical safe house for Mycroft spies.
Okay. Oh, come on, come on.
I've always wanted to try something new.
Oh, we got ourselves a mustache.
Fake passports. I guess nothing is a crime if you're working for the Crown. Reminds me of the mess in your room, John.
Okay, so someone was searching for something? I was about to say, where's that creak coming from?
The espionage life where at any moment you could die. Of boredom.
Being a secret agent isn't easy. The documents may have been stowed in here, but they're gone now. Whoever broke in clearly does not appreciate lockpicks.
Come on.
A brand new model. I must say, perfectly maintained. She took good care of it.
You're... No comment? Okay, here we go.
The wax is still warm.
Okay, here's a rock. Or...
Primitive, but efficient at breaking windows.
Assuming no one's gonna really question it here.
A brute force intrusion rather than a stealthy sneak-in. Sloppy work. Unprofessional. Someone was in a hurry.
Okay,
Mycroft's documents were stolen. The thief entered through the broken window not long ago.
What are we waiting for? Let's search the backyard and track him down.
Okay, no, sorry. I was like, can we go through the window? No, you want us to go around? Alright. Alright. The question for me is, how do I get to the back? Hey, sorry. Oh, blood.
They were in such a hurry that they cut themselves.
Right, here we go.
Let's keep looking for tracks, Sherry. We can't be far behind him.
Or her. Against the
Look at the
wall.
amount of blood. Does it mean they were waiting here for something?
The police patrol schedule sends officers along here regularly. Our thief wasn't waiting. They were hiding.
To close.
The blood trail stops here. They must have finally bandaged the wound.
Okay, so they took the clothes to bandage themselves. I'm assuming, can we question her?
Oh, men are always in a hurry, and women always pay the consequences.
Okay, so now we know for sure it's a guy.
The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
Okay, because we're not going to be following a blood trail anymore.
The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
down here? Okay. Go back here. So are we just walking
The
across?
thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
Or is it just that guy that's leaning right there?
Piece of advice. Next time you try to steal from an agent of the United Kingdom, don't leave a trail of blood behind you. Try using a lockpick.
So it seems this is it. You found me. And now I have no choice. No choice at all. He told me to give you this letter.
So where are the documents, and who is he?
Piece of advice. When someone tells you to mind your own business, listen.
Oh, Sherry. What horror could he have been facing that suicide was the better option?
It's a grim augury indeed. There's something bigger brewing, John. We should inspect the poor man for any leads.
No one here realized everyone's like just going about their day. Ooh. Man, this guy's just walking by too. Only John cares.
Poor chap.
He managed to bandage the wound properly. A strange act of self-preservation for a man on his way to suicide. Expensive clothes. Pretty worn out, though.
Okay. Oh, what's that?
Old and made of silver. Not expensive, but might be an heirloom. A family insignia. Typical nobleman fashion.
Take a photo of this poor bugger. Better to give Mycroft something rather than nothing.
How do I take a okay, here we go.
I suppose it may help in understanding the situation.
Oh, that was a challenge? I wasn't even aware. I thought that was something we had to do. Okay, I didn't find any documents on the thief's body. The way he clumsily broke into the safe house suggests he was not professional. It's unlikely he could have found out about the secret documents and safe house on his own. He's a pawn on someone's board, and that someone has just put me in check. The thief probably passed the documents to this M, who continues to evade discovery. It seems he wanted to leave me just one clue, a note of invitation. Okay. Is this talking to people? So I mean, either way, we have to head back to City Hall. All right. City Hall, you're here. Is it the same place, right? Oh, my bad. Oh no. Huh? What? Not here. Other side. Huh? Is it just one of those dudes out there? I guess so. Hold on, let me look at this. Afterwards, passes to the agent waiting on the square in front. Oh, it says waiting on square. Oh, the man is afraid to fire. You'll see it on his face. Okay. I was wondering, like, how am I supposed to identify this guy? Completely forgot about that part. It's been some time. Man is afraid of fire. I'll see it on his face. You know it's a man? I mean, this man is smoking, burnt as a child. Here we go.
May I ask you something?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
The documents are gone, the thief is dead, and all I have is a note from this M. Maybe John's right, and the rickshaw accident was a setup. If it was, the person behind it has played us all. And yet, rather than despair, I feel alive. There's someone out there, someone like me, someone at my level, and I gladly accept the challenge.
Alas, that's a terrible blow for the office. I'd better pass on your report immediately. Thank you for your service.
Why is your
The
voice suddenly
accident doesn't look
different?
so accidental anymore, does it?
I think you might be right, John. I feel like someone is leading us by the nose. First time I've encountered such a devious mind.
I suspect not the last.
New case for Mystery of M. Alright. Where is this one gonna lead us? Need to look for a little M symbol? Or am I too far out? Where am I looking? Come on, come on, come on. Huh. Okay. Or is it just, oh, it's just here. Okay, never mind. I thought I actually had to go someplace. This has become rather interesting. Lucky Joe is locked up, but the blackmail materials have been stolen by someone else. I couldn't retrieve them for United Kingdom intelligence. I've got Joe's letter from an M who seems to be behind the theft of Herring's document. Lucky Joe said that he was contacted by M at the Il Palazzo de Lusso Hotel. Find me in room 227. Well, 227 you say. And this is the... where is the hotel? This one, right? Yeah. It's been a long time. It's where we began the game. And I guess... is this where we're going to finish the game? Probably not. This is just the starting point of this particular mission. Alright. Now I just need to find a way. How am I supposed to get to this hotel? Where is the entrance?
How are you?
I'm sorry, am I just going I'm just going around in circles. Where... oh, here we go. Jeez.
Oh, is that you, Mr. Holmes? Please, come in. Now that the police have finished their investigation, Il Palazzo del Lusso has finally reopened.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, did something happen? What investigation are you talking about? Oh, the first investigation. Wait, so was the hotel actually closed because of that investigation? I was not aware of that. I can't run. Just in case you're wondering why am I just walking.
How can I help you, sir?
Good day. I'm looking for room 227. An acquaintance of mine has invited me to visit him.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, what a delight to see you again. Professor Malice told me he was expecting someone, but I didn't know it would be you. 227 is upstairs and to the left. He said you should spare him the trouble and let yourself in. Here's the key. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
Professor Malice. Yes. Yes, of course. Well, I'd best not keep him waiting, thank you.
Professor Malice?
Sherry, this feels awfully like someone has set a mousetrap and we're walking right into it.
I have it under control, John.
Mm-hmm. I love that yelling, AJ.
Really, Sherry? I don't like this. Please.
I mean, there's nothing else we can do. 227. No gossiping. Checking around.
See? Neither a trapdoor nor a self-firing gun. A family photo of the man who jumped off the bridge. Pity.
Everybody has pressure points. What would happen if
Everybody
I pushed
has
yours?
pressure points. What would happen if I pushed yours?
Wellington family dossier. Daniel Wellington was a wealthy nobleman that arrived on Cordona at the very beginning of the silver rush of 1818. He funneled all of his money into mining and earned himself a fortune in return. Daniel had 4 sons, all infamous for their spoiled behavior and ability to pay their way out of any crime, including bludgeoning a man near to death and setting a bar on fire. Daniel Wellington died in 1859 at the age of 67, and his inheritance passed to his eldest son, Tom. Tom Wellington was not nearly as smart at business as his father. Every new financial investment failed, but with the mining business still profitable, the family was insulated. Until in 1862, the mines were exhausted. Some say the Wellington family went into bankruptcy in 1866, but the true collapse happened earlier, in 1863, when Tom Wellington committed suicide. His wife and 7-year-old son, Reginald, were left with debt, and his unsympathetic brothers offered no respite. The miners demanded payment, vandalizing the Wellington mansion and threatening worse. The family sold their estate to pay off the debt, then disappeared. But even now, the family has a lot of enemies on the island.
How many more dossiers like this does M possess?
I want to see if that was anything. Okay. So there's still another... Oh, so... I saw that, but I didn't realize I could move.
Mysteries of Sirius B by Jacob Haring. Used, then discarded. Like everyone in his path. These people were not colleagues or co-conspirators, they were just implements M used to get what he wanted.
Any sign of the stolen documents?
Nelson's monument in Trafalgar Square, London. I am watching you.
The hairs on my neck just stood up.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I must apologize for not being there to greet you. I waited for quite some time, but perhaps I overestimated your abilities. Alas, I have urgent matters to attend to overseas and can delay my departure no longer. As such, I'm afraid I simply do not have time to pack up all my things. Perhaps you can take a good look around for me and see if there's anything of note. I'd be in your debt, and I'm already thinking about how to repay you. Must run, M.
What did it say, Sherry?
That I failed, John. He's gone, tore through Cordona like a hurricane and left us to sift through the wreckage. Extensive handwritten notes on Sirius B. It appears M was studying up. A dossier on General Garnet Wolseley, but now empty.
Okay. Anything else?
I recognize this seal from Jacob Haring's mail. He left behind only what he wanted us to find. Infuriating.
Okay. Sorry, right now I do want to look up trying to see how much content is in this this particular DLC. I was using yeah, it looks like okay. I want to use something besides the X Hub thing because I think Xbox Hub, because last time I used it, it kind of got some information wrong that confused me, or written in a way that confused me. Also, Sherlock, what are you doing right now? I was kind of hoping it lists the okay. I mean, this sounds like it's the last mission. So
Anglo-Egyptian War looms. The first move has been made. The champagne bottle is uncorked, yet still chilled and bubbly. The gall of this man.
Someone's celebrating a victory, and I'm not sure it's us.
A clean champagne flute. M is celebrating and wants us to know it. Mycroft's agent. So M did orchestrate her accident with unimaginable precision. Jacob Haring, just a pawn in a complex chess match. A marked map of Cordona. We've visited most of these locations recently. The position of naval forces in the Mediterranean. This M has his sights set on bigger things. All these thefts, exactions, and deaths are the intricately entwined pieces of a greater plan, and we fail to influence it in the slightest.
We're too late, Sherry. M set this all up for us, knowing by the time we found it, he would already have left Cordona.
No, there must be something I've missed. We can still catch him.
There's nothing else here. It's over. You read his letter. He laid out this makeshift museum to taunt you. Don't give him the satisfaction.
I will not cede defeat. I will treat this threat with the seriousness it deserves, which is to say, my absolute attention.
Then you were giving him the win, Sherlock. Have you considered you might be out of your depth? He was sitting here in this very room, spinning his web around Cordona and beyond, manipulating and murdering people, using the Mediterranean as his playground like some sodding Napoleon of crime.
Are you trying to suggest?
I am not suggesting. I am stating outright that he is toying with you and you are too arrogant to avoid the bait. Sherlock, we stumbled into the lion's den. Now we must slow down, be smart, and make sure we get to walk out alive.
So what do you suggest?
I know you want to catch him on your own, but it's time to face the facts. You lost. The smartest thing we can do now is lick our wounds and tell Mycroft everything.
Mycroft? Now you are being hysterical.
Look around you, Sherry. He's stealing secrets from the Crown, toying with navies, fomenting war. You cannot catch him alone. We will need all your brother's connections to stop this madman before he does worse.
Perhaps you're right. He could be anywhere in Europe, and the only practical way to find him is with Mycroft's eyes and ears. I shall endeavor to tell my brother the whole story as soon as I can stomach another humiliation.
Good. Thank you. And it is not humiliation, it is humility. For now, we need to put this wretched affair behind us. M has gone. Best to focus on the reason we came to Cordona in the first place.
You're right. I'm glad you were here.
I'm always looking out for you, brother.
Thank you, John. Now, shall we?
Okay. So that was a fairly simple mission. Okay. So basically, the thing I want to look up, because if the Xbox Hub again, and I don't understand, unless it's like a console only thing, but let's see, they have the mystery for M kicks in directly after the first main mission, blah blah blah. M for mystery adds in the titular questline, the Clockwork Extortion, the Bridge Agent, Child of Cordona, Mysteries, Mysterious Detective Outfit, Plague Doctor, and Ice Cream John. Okay, so the one thing that confuses me here is the Child of Cordona, which Osley is not something I see. We only saw 2 of them, nothing else is popping up. Unless you have to do something else for those particular things. If I type in Child of Cordona along with Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 into a search engine, I get nothing. I'm gonna check again, but I don't get any information about that at all. I get a listing of other missions and stuff, which is which is basically why I didn't want to specifically use the Xbox Hub, because I think it was just twice where I'm getting information that I have no idea what they're talking about.
Sherry, let's return to our own matters.
So, I guess that is it. I'm just kind of curious because I mean, it's funny because if you played this game before all this DLC came out, then technically the hotel would have been open to us a lot earlier than before. Or does it like open and close as we finish things off? Because I cannot access the hotel. Oh, see, look at that. I can no longer access the hotel. The minute I stepped out, it's no longer accessible. Okay. So, well, I was about to say, could we go to a newspaper kiosk? But that seemed a bit weird. I want to see. I do want to see. Because these aren't big missions.
Extra, extra! Slave trade trounced! Discovery of slave trading. The victims freed by Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Interested in some Cordona news?
Oh god, there's... Oh my god, this is a lot of stuff from the prior missions before. Okay, let's buy all of these then.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Okay, so there is some news stuff. News type items that I can look at. Consequences. Oh, here we go. Okay, archivist packed away. The Cordona City Archive has become a nest of grave robbers, and one ended up entombed in the very crypt she stole from. This disgraceful crime was uncovered with the help of Mr. Sherlock Holmes, whose continued investigative success must be the cause of some red faces in the police department. His inquiry into a spat of recent cemetery thefts led to Ursula Oni, the chief archivist who had recently disappeared. Few would have guessed that Oni had been killed by her accomplice, Mirelle Levy, with whom she had been stealing jewelry from the dead. Mrs. Levy had been arrested and awaited a decision from the judge. Cordona's judicial system favors capital punishment in murder trials, so perhaps she should hope the court misplaces her file. Okay. Death penalty. Interesting. Hopkins hops to it. An expedition to the Arctic that arrived in London for supplies hit an unexpected snag when a member of the project was arrested on suspicions of industrial sabotage. The operation was the result of an investigation by one of Scotland Yard's brightest new additions, Inspector Hopkins. Below, the young hero gives an exclusive interview about how he cracked the case. Suicide claims another shocking scenes at the rolling bricks bridge today. The young man leapt to his death in broad daylight. Witnesses reports that the man was running as if hell itself was chasing him. With police refusing to discuss the matter, many questions remain. Was he mad or being pursued by something truly terrifying? As officers continue to investigate, we encourage any with knowledge of this tragic event to come forward. One might believe Cordona's unseemly slave trade days were behind us, but recent events have shone a light on scandalous truth. It never went away. The investigative efforts of an upstanding citizen, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, resulted in the discovery of slaves imprisoned in the abandoned railway depot. Under considerable pressure, the authorities have now intervened, with captives free, families reunited, and the malefactors arrested. Yet, one question remains. How could slave traders operate on Cordona for years without being detected by the police? The Chronicles shall be campaigning for the immediate investigation of this neglect of duty or corruption. Robins finally put in a cage. In one fell swoop, the entirety of the Robins gang were today arrested, including infamous leader Lucky Joe. The hoodlums have been charged with multiple cases of blackmail, robbery, illegal bookmaking, and murder. The police raid revealed a vast collection of incriminating materials the gang used to extort the rich and powerful. Due to the sensitivity of these documents, the defendants will face trial in a closed court, with the blackmail materials subsequently destroyed. Okay. Oh my god, there's... Okay, yeah. The group chat... No. We're not reading all of these. I don't think so. Yeah, and then all that's left technically would be the end of... Did I not... Oh my god, sorry. Is this gonna bug me? Even though... Excuse me. This is all done. You don't have to worry about anymore. So I'm very kind of worried in terms of the child of Cordona that I saw. I'm wondering, like, if instead of, like, we'll tell Mycroft, blah, 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 if that would somehow enact another mission. Which means that technically you could miss a mission. But again, the only source of the child of Cordona that I can see is that Xbox Hub little article about the Mystery of M or Mystery for M DLC. And who knows? I don't know so far, because I've only seen once where it's like, oh, you could potentially miss this mission, but then I was able to access it just at a later time, I guess. But, okay, yeah. I think with that, we are finally done, completely done with the Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, unless I did find out that I did miss a mission. Who knows? But that's done for this particular game. Sorry, I'm just watching the the water effects, which is looking a bit strange, but either way, that is the end of the set here. I have been made aware that there is a continuation of Siberia 3, so I think that actually might be the next game. Thank you, Vegas Sims. Am I getting the name right? Maybe? Okay, who knows. Either way, thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for contacting? Thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya.